Actually, I came into contact with film since I'm very small because my father, he's a screenplay writer. So when I was going to bed and I had to sleep early, I was here at the keyboard, keys banging because he was writing something, writing a new script or something. And so since an early stage, he showed me his works, or I could read it. And for example, when I was 12, I made my first documentary movie. It was a very funny piece for school about this mad cow disease, and it was a very stupid little movie, and the teacher didn't like it and thought it's not good to make a movie, we should have written something, so we got a very bad grade. So this was really how it started, and I made little animation with toys and played Star Wars film scenes with it. So maybe this was the starting point to make a film like this, to really play and experiment with a lot of different techniques and figures. And the idea for the film came about 2008, really, because of the financial crisis and the news on climate change. Then I really wanted to make a film about one word, to see if it's possible to make a film about like an abstract work like growth, because I found it very interesting word. It's like magical, and I then wanted to put my own pictures and my own associations to this word, because normally we find it very positive. You know, growth, we always think of economic growth, we think of wealth, we think of developing countries, but in reality growth is often neither good or a bad thing. It just happens. For example, when a cancer is growing, we won't say that this is a good thing. Maybe for the cancer it is, but for the person who has it, it isn't. So I really wanted to give some new pictures. So after you see the movie, maybe the next time a politician says, yeah, we have to grow, or so you might think about the cherry with the worms in it which are growing, or something like this. I have never studied philosophy. I'm now 26 and I just got to study film yet, but I always thought that film is only the craft, and it's a way to deal with interesting topics and with philosophical topics, for example. And I very much like to read and to do research and to go into those thoughts, and it's really more of an experimental way to make a film. That the film is really like a scientific experiment. That does this work, and can you make a film about such a word? And that's what I found really interesting about the film, even before doing something about myself, because the autobiographical thing came in second, was really to deal with great questions like human history. Is it really this straight line always going up? Or maybe in development, do we have to pay for it? Like with agriculture, when people started to do agriculture, is this only good? Or is this also, maybe we lost something on the way? So I didn't study it, but I always thought, when I applied for film school, my plan was, if they don't take me, I want to study biology, because I think it's very good if you have two, if you come from two worlds, not just the film world, because then it's a little bit like incestuous, yeah. Because you come from film and you make film. I think it's always nice if you have a second level of where you come from. So even when I finished film school now, I thought maybe to study something like psychology or philosophy. I studied law, and I don't know what profession then he did in law, but you very much see that he always has a law approach and to his films, and it's always about rules. And I like the films very much, because they are very philosophical and very open. And he now has a very, very great web channel, like a TV channel, and he does this very associative films, where also he mixes interviews with little found footage moments. And I mean, he is quite old now. I'm not sure how old, 80 maybe, or 70 maybe, and he still does this, and he makes films where the audience have to like listen very carefully and really get into a discourse.